Ooh. Ooh, we have token sanity for this one. Okay. Hello, hello! Okay. I don't know what that means about fairies yet.
Hey!
Hello! Hello, everybody! Hello! Ah! Hello!
Hey!
Wahey! Woohoo! Waha!
Hey!
Wahee!
Hey!
Wadoo!
Hey!
Wada!
Hey!
Welly! Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Nova. Yeah, Dampe won't have the goods. It's every time that you're not here, Nova, that Dampe has the goods. Alright, so I got the info from the title already. Randingu. Sure. Oh. So I think, as far as token sanity seeds go for mystery so far, this is like number 4 for me in recent memory. So that's kind of funny. Because I definitely had some, like, 2 or 3 weeks ago or something. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm excited to do a mystery seed, though. It's been a little bit. Well, yeah, just a little bit, because I was addicted to DK64 right now. I still am, but needed to do a Majora. I needed to do a Majora's Mask today. Needed to happen. I couldn't really do a DK64 because I have some stuff I need to do tonight, so... And the full item rando shenanigans can sometimes take much longer than I anticipate, so... Right now, so... What? D-Man! You didn't just say that now, did you? Bum 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 bum. Dee dee doo 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 da da da. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Dee 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 dee. Doo 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 doo. Yep. Expand Dong 64. Very real. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go! Because this is gonna take a while. Let's go. Start. I'm ready. I'm excited. Got a token up there. Anything in our inventory. Random song. We're on Lullaby. Alright. Hello, Mizu. Okay, this was a big boy over here. Okay, I made it. Nice. Good first try. Oh my gosh, he almost didn't. Oh my goodness. Oh. Aww. Okay, no fairies. At all. Ooh, crates and barrels are on. Okay. Alright, in that case, I go North Clocktown. Thanks for the good luck, Mizu. Siege should be fun. Okay, no full shop sanity at least.
Not enough.
Oh yeah, that's a magic jar. Hello, Jackal. Thank you for the 100 bits. You're gonna be done with this cold tomorrow? Alright. Well, I hope you get well soon. That sucks. And good luck getting the internet today. Okay, no Keaton grass. That green rupee's probably just from a crate then? Yeah, that would be from like the East Clocktown crate, I think. Okay. So no price shuffle. Let's just buy it. No price shuffle for shops at least. I forgot to go through lottery to check for mini games. Okay, I'll be back there sooner or later, I guess. Okay, arrows. It's not really suspicious because I don't really know. Okay, so I'm still doing my usual opener here because I don't have Epona. If I had Epona, I probably would have done South opener. I might make the extra pit stop, the lottery, before I make it night 2, or night 1. So I'll probably, when I soar back from Observatory, I'm gonna do that. Gonna happen a lot. Now, let's not forget about this crate now, over here. Okay, just 5 bombs. This one is not shuffled. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, wrong room. Don't go in there. What? You bought her a pizza? When did this happen? Yo, Gunzor! Thank you for the good luck. Can't tell. I think that's... That looked like it was wooden to me. This is not an async, so you are fine, by the way. I am not going to do any more asyncs. I've seen them all, pretty much, and I did a few, so... yeah. Hello, Dinosaur Nuggets! The asyncs are perfection. Scarecrow pots! Okay. So this one so far has Token Sanity, Crates and Barrels, and Scarecrow Pots. By the way. For those just coming in. Okay, that confirms not Song Sanity. Alright. Graveyard. Foolish, except Song. Okay, let's check lottery here. I totally goofed and didn't check it. Like when I was making my way through here in the first place. Okay, it's not shuffled. Good. Alright. So no extra minigames, no minigame price rando. Good to know. Yeah, lottery, I really love how I made lottery a tell. It's so good. It's actually so good.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait here. Okay. Hopefully that lines up okay. Nope. Okay. I didn't wait long enough. That was my B. Parkour is now Darth Meowth. Oh my gosh. There we go. Second try. We take it.
Brutal!
You know, should have expected it was going to be a token. Applebee's is now BB Cat. Okay. I really do. Again, I really do love the tells I thought of. Because if you didn't have the tells, it would be really bad. Like, you wouldn't know if, like, certain dungeon rupees were on, for example, until you got to a dungeon that had those rupees. And that's so bad as far as, like, planning for density and stuff in these. And, like, general just progression. Purring on the couch. Aww. I am a little concerned about the possibility of snowballs in this seed, but I can't really... I know there's definitely some crates and barrels that drop magic jars. I also know the scarecrow pots drop magic jars, so... won't really be able to know that information until, like, the hints. Or until I go north, if I don't get any hints about it. So... we're gonna find out. Okay, guard room chest is dead. I do like that hint, by the way. Hello, Thunder Dude. How's it going? Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, well, okay. That is not what I wanted. Okay. Cool. Got it. That's probably a token. It's not! Okay. Write that down. Bowstride to Dongos is too good once perfected. Yeah, for sure. It's pretty good. I like bombs a little bit more. Hey, Tyler. Pinnacle Rock is foolish. Okay. Doing well. I hope you're doing well, Tyler. D-Man is a living meme. D-Man, how does that make you feel? Well, we're not getting Fierce Deities this seed. I'm glad to hear that. It's a Monday, so you never know. Laundry pool way of the hero. Oh yeah, I haven't talked to Guru Guru yet. Okay, that's a good reminder. Aroma and Bar is dead. That's good. That makes the letter to Mama easier to deal with. Southern Swamp way of the hero. Okay, I've got 2 Woths so far. And Ranches are dead. Okay. That Southern Swamp Woth is interesting because I have the Swamp Spider House, but that's separate. There's suspiciously maybe a little too many magic jars. I really don't think Crates and Barrels adds that many. But then again, I do have, Scarecrow Pots. And I don't know how many magic jars those put into the pool. Okay, that's dead. Okay, here we go. This is why I wish we had started with Epona. We would have had this chest, like, sub 2 minutes. Yep, would have had this sub 2 minutes. Would have been nice. Would have been nice. Okay, well, that chest is nothing. Okay. I guess that lets me route bombers if I want to right now. Which, yeah, that probably routes... Yeah, that routes pretty well. But I can't do it until after Bomb Grandma anyway. So... Yeah, so one of the reasons why the opener route differs here in Mystery compared to Blitz is because of Old Lady here, the Bomb Grandma. If we didn't have to save her, then I could just immediately go to day 2 from where I was. But you always have to make sure you check this check in Mystery or the standard settings. Because if you skip this, you probably are going to miss some amount of progression somewhere. And you could get owned by All Might Mask Purchase later in the seed. So. And the reason I didn't want to start the bomber sequence there is because there's a scene transition when you talk to the bomber, and if Old Lady is coming through when that transition happens, she gets deloaded. So, yeah, not good. And this happens to route okay. You know what? I could use the letter to Mama right here and it would actually be okay. Let me do it. Come on. We're gonna do it. No, please. Thank you. Darth Meowth is sleeping. That's good. I'm trying to remember, how does this go? Yeah. You have to, like, throw the chicken up here. I'm gonna do it because it's not a particularly bad spot. I can get it on another cycle. If it does have something, and this just happens to route with the other stuff I'm doing, so...
Yay!
I might also pull a Postman's Freedom hint anyway. Yeah, I figured it'd just be a token, though. Like, just... I don't know, it just seemed likely, but... Nice to get it out of the way at any rate. While you had the chance. Okay, now I can get Guru here. Because we have Laundry Pool Way of the Hero. And this will tell... Well, there was the crate, but... Okay, that is a Way of the Hero item if I've ever seen one. Gibdo Mask. And we have a Blast Mask over here. Okay. Wow. French Vanilla. So deposit this. Anyway. Yeah, seriously scammed. Yes, she did. She did. Okay. All right. Alright, let's go get the Road to a Caterpillar now, and then I'll have to annoyingly go from there to the Peahat Grotto. I guess I can pick up the red rupees on the way, though, so that way I have money for Tingle and Milk Road. And then it won't be super duper awful. Probably a token. Yep. But I mean, that Dodongo Grotto small gold chest made me think it was gonna be a token, and it turned out it was none other than Letter to Mama, so you can't really skip those no matter what. I don't know if I'll make it over there before the day transition. Maybe I will? I actually might. I actually might make it over to here. Wow. What an impressive backwalk that was. You know, that blast mask has me worried if I actually do have snowballs now. Oh god. Please no. Oh, sword upgrade. Nice. I like that. Oh, it's also really funny that last night when I was watching the end of Fox's VOD, that Guppy was like... Yeah, okay, we know why that's not required. The Guppy was saying that when Fox was saying he wanted to get a token sanity seed in Mystery, Guppy goes and says, I haven't seen that since it was first added. Well, here I am playing a token sanity seed right here. And in fact, I rolled like 2 of those like a few weeks back, so... Ooh, good hint. Good hint. I like that. I like OSH chest being dead. That's such a good hint. Thank you. Well, this is a token sanity seed, so they exist. They are real. I rolled it from Cbot. Just wanted the extra 3 green rupees, I don't know. Dampe is dead. I legitimately cannot tell what that is, so I'm just going to do it. It might be just a magic jar, but I can't tell. Okay, yeah, it was just a magic jar. I figured based on the fact it was blending in so ridiculously well that it was probably a magic jar, but... Okay! It's another magic jar. See, I'm starting to think it is snowballs. I really am. With the crates and barrels. But I swear, I know for a fact that there are some crates and barrels that have magic jars in them. And then the junk item, well, not the junk, but the item pool is going to increase the amount of that stuff by like 2 because it makes a copy of some of that stuff in the pool due to whatever's junked. So Swamp Spire House items is way of the hero. You don't say! That's my 3rd wath. Okay. It's gonna be like bank 1, and I'm gonna be sad. Let me just make it day 3 now. And I think there's something I need to do here in a second, so before I go into the ranch, so let me just pause for a second. Hey Fox, thanks for the good luck. I'll be right back. Okay, here I am. I'm back. Alright, let's go. Oh. Hello, I was taking care of something. That's what I was doing. My chair was streaming for me while I was gone. At the moment in this scene, I have Token Sanity, Crates and Barrels, Shuffled, Scarecrow Pots, and I think that's all I know right now? Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's all I know right now. Place? This is a randomizer. So this isn't, this is not vanilla Majora's Mask. There's no, like, leaderboards for randomizer. Wow, surprised that was nothing. I'm gonna double check. Okay. Let's also just double check this. Oh! It's all pots, or overworld pots. Oh my. Okay, I did not pay attention to the pots in the observatory there. Okay. Overworld pots at least right now. Okay. You're all good, Kurumin. You're all good. Oh my god. What have I rolled? Overworld pots with Token Sanity? Are you kidding me? Light arrows here. Okay. I have to go back to Southern Swamp. For those pots. See, I didn't see anything drop from the pot when I threw it at the balloon, the Majora balloon. So I'm gonna have to go back for that at some point. Maybe when it's, final night. Kurumen. Okay, sure. Yeah, it is. I just didn't notice. I just didn't notice the drop this time. I've noticed it before, but this time it didn't happen. Oh my gosh. There it is. There's the progression. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. How does the randomizer work? All the items, major items, and other stuff are shuffled into the game. And there's logic to support where they know. There's logic to prevent soft locks, so you can basically beat the game out of order. And it's like one large logical puzzle. And the hints sort of help you where to, like, guide you where to go, to a degree. These are basically random settings. So, I don't know what settings I started with, and I'm still figuring things out. And as you saw, I just figured out that some form of pots is on. I think it's just Overworld right now. Don't think it's everything. So, and I also know that tokens are shuffled, which are the spiders in this house coming up here, which, this is like the densest thing I have right now. So that's why I'm pushing it. It's also a pain in the butt to soar away at the moment, so yeah. Yeah, Mystery doesn't randomize the rocks. Okay. Well, in this seed, I can't get mutant songs anywhere, but they are randomized among their song locations. And there's Zoramask, just like that. Mentioned Zoramask, there it is. Kind of why I wanted to go deposit my money first, but oh well. Okay, well, Letter to Cafe is in here. I'm going to have to come back for that. Yeah, I watched your VOD last night with you saying that, and then Guppy saying, I haven't seen them since they were added in, but look, I'm playing one right now! And I rolled it from Seedbot! So, it exists! Seedbot just has to give it to you. No overworld reds. I don't think. Yeah, no, because I walked over the pillar, and they were vanilla reds, and I also hit the tree. Alright, I'll see you later, Kuruman. No hit spots, no. I have crates and barrels. And scarecrow, well, it's all pots, yeah, because the scarecrows were also shuffled. Yeah, so it's all pots. Oh god, all pots. Oh, that's great. I might have snowballs, but it might also just be all those magic jars because of the pots. Yeah, I think it's just all those jars because of the pots. That would make so much sense. Why not break all the pots here? Because none are shuffled in here, because there are no pots in the rando that get shuffled in here. Yeah, no fixed drops. I knew that already. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Excuse me? I'm gonna slow down time, too, so I can get that couple's mask. This kind of sucks. I think I'm gonna have to go get that before I go to Palace. Maybe I put off Palace till next cycle or something, or maybe not. Maybe... Oh my gosh, where did it land? Excuse me? Where did you go? Yeah, I did just get the couple's mask. There he is. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yep. So I'm gonna go and turn in the couple's mask. I'm basically forced to stay until midnight on this cycle because of pots now. So Palace actually should just get done this cycle. I am forced. What are you talking about, Mark? Oh my gosh, there's the bow! Wallet! Oh my gosh, what the heck? What are you doing with that wallet? Alright, shoot. Yeah, this is like what I have to do. Oh, no, 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 I have a better idea. No, 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 I know what I can do. I know what I can do. I can check those pots backwards. Later. Yeah, I could do that later now, because I have Deku. Yeah. I can make this work. And then I just unslow time, and then I'm gonna go check staff room, because that's just gonna be obnoxious to do later. And then I can just go to Palace with Zora. And do all of Palace, including the pots! Yeah, I think I saw that one. That one was gross. What happened? Okay. Oh no. Whoops. Well. Oops. Ah. I was supposed to go to the spider house and then just Deku hop the rest of the way. Okay, so the way to route this, go left side, get the pots, and go to the right side first. That was just a purple rupee back there. Let's see. Oh no. Oh, frick! Oh my gosh. Wow. These two pots are so easy to forget about. Okay. Oh, what? Oh my gosh. How did that happen? It's more likely than you think. It sure is. It's kind of funny that you mentioned that, and like the music that plays in Snowhead is, well, not in Snowhead, but in Mountain Village and whatnot is playing right now. Wow, the Deku guards were super nice today. I can't believe that RNG pattern I got. They were actually nice to me. For a change. Oh my gosh, but not this guy. This guy's been extremely rude today. Nope. Wow. Okay. So guess what that means? I have immediate access to Ocean Spider House. Immediate. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I tend to do, is I peek the Fisherman Hut for Mundane. It's really the best you can do if you don't have a bottle. Ah! Yeah. Oh, I know! I know it is! Oh, there's the bottle. I'm gonna worry about Kome later. It's... This is a decent time to check this. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. That's it for this cycle. I already checked the inn. So... Okay. Yeah, here's what I could do. Yeah. I know what I'm gonna do to be able to check those pots first before I go over to Ocean Spider House. I probably should go get that letter to Cafe and turn that in too, but this is probably the best thing I can do right now, and that is checking for soils, and if And if it's on, then I get the soil and I can get those pots. If it's not, I just go and get the pots anyway by backdooring it. Okay. It also gives me arrows, so I don't have to worry about my ammo with that. Okay, so no soils. Good. I'm glad about no soils. The cows are another problem, but I haven't seen any milk, but also that's like never really a good indicator, especially there's so much shuffled right now. Let me see what happened. What is at the bottom by the Majora balloon? That was my first bottle. Okay. So actually, again, like, that's why this kind of works out on this cycle, me backdooring that. Alright, now I can go west from here. And I know Graveyard Song is needed, so... Oh, wait. I wanted to get the letter to... Well, yeah, I better get the letter to Cafe. I wasn't thinking. That's what I meant to do. My brain jumping ahead here. So I got Zora Mask, and then this letter to Cafe in here. Oh, I do have a stick. That actually worked out that way. Oh, you know what? I think I know why I didn't see the item, because the pot I threw was the one on the far right, which had a stick. That's why I didn't see it. Oh, I also got the couples here. Okay. And I guess I'm gonna route this like this, though, so I get the cows checked. As annoying as it is. Also, I totally forgot about Gorman Bros. Fudge. Only 4, that's bad. Gorman Bros race. Cows. Gorman Bros race. Cows. The Zora Termina field checks. That's what I need to do. Okay. Thank God I got it. Alright. Yay. Definitely part of Mystery, you gotta retrain your brain that you're not always gonna start with a Pona song. So it's very easy to completely forget about, you're gonna completely forget about, about doing this. Because you're so used to doing it at the start. Get your wahs out, chat! And this is also what happens. Chat forgets to wah. It's kind of funny. Because usually I do it in the first, like, 20 minutes. Oh, here comes D-Man! Filling it up! Getting it in there!
Welcome.
That was brutal!
Welcome.
Oh, you know what else? That Foolish Accept Song Graveyard is really nice because of those pots that are there. Okay. It probably means it's not on, but let's just... Okay, not on. Epona, please! Oh my goodness. Ah! Epona, please! Small gold, it's probably a token. Ugh. Ooh, fire arrows! I am very glad I checked these. Oh my gosh. Wow. Because there was a part of me that was thinking I should just skip them and just go straight to the treasure trove. But... well... I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't now. Wait. I was about to pull a Gunzor there and totally not get the fish. Somehow. Hey, it's not my fault you have a command for it. So people know about it. I mean, true. Man, Pirate's Fortress is gonna be fun. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be a fun place when we get to it. There are tons of Gregs in this seed. I mean, I could understand forgetting, like, cause you're, like, reading, if it's, like, in the moment when you're reading chat or something, right? And it's not, like, muscle memory for you or something. So this seed was beautiful, and it gave me an Ocean Spider House chest hint, and it's dead, so I don't have to route that. Yeah, it should be muscle memory. It should be. Oh, just overworld pots. Okay. Not all pots. Overworld... okay, so overworld and Scarecrow. Got it. Okay. That makes sense. Alright. But Pirate's Fortress is still gonna have the barrels. So... are they wooden barrels? What do you think, Gun? Oh, I am too. I'm really interested in seeing in how he ends up playing. Yo, Tyler, thank you for giving a sub to Gunzor. I appreciate it. Enjoy the emotes. Ah, no. I wish I would just... Please, I hate this. There. Eh. Oh wait, don't forget about the one on the beam. Or the wall. Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. He played one Mystery Seed, but he also was doing some way back in the spring when there weren't as many settings shuffled and whatnot, or shuffle possibilities. But I know he's done a lot of RSL Zooter. Oh my gosh. No. That's right, I have to be up here. Okay. Oh god. Alright, just use the blast mask, por favor. Okay. Vanilla. But overall, I hope everyone just has fun and doesn't, like, take it too super serious. Just, you know, because it's mystery anyway. So it's gonna be really funny, regardless. And that all the races are just generally really funny. Ocean Deed. Alright, so I did get a few things out of here. And ice arrows! Okay. Alright, yeah. This is funny. I can go east right now and get some info if I want to, or I could proceed going blind into Pirate's Fortress with 2 bottles and do 2 bottle eggs. Probably should just do 2 bottle eggs, I guess. Plus there's all those pots over there on the way. Oh, welcome back, Jackal. That sucks that that happened. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's not put off letter to cafe anymore. I know! Imagine that! A sword in a mystery, right? Yeah. Imagine. That means I will be forced to... Well, I could do it... I could slow down time final night and do eggs. And then... go and... go and... turn in the ocean deed. Answer. No, it does not. It doesn't have that. Because I made Mystery before Blitz, when you start with the Remain in Mystery, it's just the Remain. So... it does not imply that the dungeon is junked, pre-completed, or any of the post-dungeon stuff is. Yeah, I just gotta slow down time after I talk to him. And then I think I'd have time to go turn in the ocean deed. I could also go get the letter to Mama if I thought, maybe. If I haven't looked at it. Okay, I kind of figured maybe I should have, like, scummed it, but... I maybe should have scummed it. 3 is just a disaster. I don't know how that happened in the first place. 3 is just a disaster. I'm still in awe that that seed exists. And that happened. Okay, I'm gonna just slow down time. I know I have the Bremen mask I could go do. Maybe that's something I should go do. Yeah, I should go do that. I guess, no, maybe I shouldn't. No, we're gonna ignore it for now. We're gonna ignore it. Maybe a bad idea, but there's all these pots I need to get to. And I need to do Zora eggs at this point in the song. I have 2 bottles. You can see I have 2 from the tracker. It shows 2. Okay, that is... yeah, that's darker. Knew that. Really? Luckily, I actually rolled a foolish PR this scene, Fox. Is there... I always forget this. Is there one by the Cow Grotto? Yes, there is. That is a deed. A mountain deed. Oh my gosh, I almost fell into the grotto. Oh, I think that was the last spawn actually up here. Yeah. Two bottle eggs isn't that bad. Okay. I didn't want to forget that pot by accident. You know, recently, kind of in the back of my mind, I've wondered if it would have been a good idea for Mystery to have in like, songs-on-song locations. To have Baby Zoras as a sometimes hint. That you could maybe pull from one of the Garos. I mean, too late for that change, but... Okay, bomb bag. This is why I wanted to go this way, because we've got all these barrels and pots. Excuse me? Oh, there it is. Oh, right, the pot doesn't count. And that's... Ooh, do I leave? I wonder. I forgot that the Pirate's Fortress pots are a dungeon. So yeah, we don't have the pots. We just have the barrels. The physics just did not want to work. Listen, it's a game made in the year 2000, all right? It's trying. Yeah! Yeah, he is just a cylinder. Ow. Okay. She just stood there, confused. See, I don't know, man. I think I'm just gonna do the checks. And then I'm just gonna go and get the song in Graveyard, because it'd be better if I had more than 2 bottles. I don't really like the idea of committing to Pirate's Fortress when PR is foolish, and I just got the song item that is for a song I know is needed in some form or another. So... So at this point, I do the checks here, and then I just... And I know guard room is dead, so I can just... I only need to do this. Okay. Right, let's go turn in the Ocean Deed, then. Can also do Honey and Darling really quickly here on my way. Oh no, I can't! Whoops, I forgot. I forgot. I totally forgot. Well, see, I was thinking, Gun, that I could have made them show up through the power of magic. So they didn't end up leaving, right? Yeah, exactly. Light Arrow Chest is dead. Okay. That's nice. That was awkward. Oh, Shiro is also dead. Okay. Cool. Okay. Probably just a skull token. Yep. Hey, I got it. Nice. And this one is so annoyingly specific. Hey, dude. Mirror Shield chest is dead. Nice. So are the mystery settings? Well, it's random settings, basically. What I rolled today is crates and barrels. Hey, good hint. Crates and barrels, token sanity, overworld pots, and I've got something else. I think that's it. Yeah. I think that's actually it. I don't have cows and I don't have soils. Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. Okay. I just wanted to get the stick before I go to graveyard. Get the song. Yeah, so I pulled some decent hints there. There's a couple more I could get, but it really would have been nice to get a hint about lemons. But getting Postman's Freedom is great. Getting both of those in this seed is actually fantastic. Ow! Rude! Since I know Graveyard is foolish except song, I only need to do the song. Check. Hungry Goron is dead! Wow, another great hint! Dead because he died of hunger. You happy? No, I'm not happy because he... Oh my gosh. You know, I really kind of hope that we get full entrance rando, right? And that Zoe actually resolves the whole thing with the rock sirloin, so you have to go through like 20 entrances to deliver the rock sirloin to Hungry Goron. Now that would really be a DoorDash moment right there. Go through 20 different entrances just to deliver the rock sirloin to the Hungry Goron. Sonata! Okay. I think I'm gonna slow down time here as well. In case I happen to come across Cafe's mask, because I do not have a midnight meeting hint. Yeah. Yeah, Moonlight Sonata, yeah. Oh. Oh my. Well. Gossips? Unlikely, but gossips maybe? It might also be that I still have to do eggs anyway. Maybe I should go north finally. I think that's what I should do. And confirm if snowballs are on. But a lot of the magic jars are from the Goron race. So... I guess it just makes more sense to go around this way. Yeah. Yeah, so there weren't any chest fairies, and I don't have magic, so it didn't make sense to do anything in Stone Tower Temple there. Not even out of logic. I don't have a lot left in terms of checks either, because, like, it's getting the song on eggs, or, yeah, not even, like, Cape and Hall is, I mean, Cape and Hall is alright right now, but, I mean, it's a lot, it's like 5 checks, it's like a secret shrine right now. It's so unlikely. It's more likely just for the dungeon access. Yep. Alright, well, I'm gonna go north. I hate the idea of it, but Goron could just be in the north. There's that whole Goron shrine with the pots on night 1. And you can't just be, with overworld pots, you can't just be thinking about everything else. Like, it's more like, overworld pots is kind of like if you have Shop Sanity on, with the north, having to go north night 1. STT is foolish. Anyway, wow. I think that means eggs are required then. Anyway. Okay, no snowballs. Oh, I totally forgot to get Scarecrow song. I have to go do that. Thing is like, what are the chances I can get another you know, bottle anyway, right? Not very high. I mean, at this point, I'm checking this so that I can maybe pull Goron Mask. And at worst, get... Yeah, at worst, get a third bottle, so Pinnacle Rock is 1 trip instead of 2. I also haven't done Deku Playground. Hey, Pixel Shake. Oh yeah, it should be fun. That's the whole point. It should be very fun and interesting. Like, we're gonna get a good number of races out of it with the round robin format, which I'm happy about. Because my concern was always about, well, if we do run a bracket and we have lower participation, we're not gonna get as many races, and I put all this together. I put so many hours into putting this whole thing together in the first place, so... Some beans. For just joining me, I've got Crates and Barrels, Token Sanity, Overworld Pots. I've got, what was the other thing? Overworld Pots, Crates and Barrels. What was the other thing? Why am I blanking on it right now? Alright, 3rd bottle, now I can do eggs. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, it's Token Sanity, Crates and Barrels, Overworld Pots, yeah. Those are the settings, yeah. With Dungeon Entrance Rando. Okay, so now I have a 3rd bottle. Yay. So what I'm gonna do is I probably should get up, like, in a moment here. To give myself some, break before I go do eggs next. Unless I pull Goron Mask here. Or Magic. If I pull one of those 2 things, then some stuff changes. Not a whole lot. I mean, I would go Shrine then. Probably. Oh, we do have a large boy here. Large lad. Goron! Oh my god! Of course! And magic! They were both here! Oh my goodness. Let's see, was that one I think has the Tektite in it? Yeah. Yeah, totally fair, Pixel. Totally fair. Or well, yeah. Like, life comes first. Like how I said I was gonna, you know. I can't resist the allure of Goron racetrack pots right now, chat. We're gonna have... You said Hype Cave earlier, Gun. This is the Hype, Cavern coming up here. Goron was in Lens Cave, Fox, the classic. And it's Song of Storms! Oh, it's still gonna make me do eggs anyway. Yes, I did the pots here already. I'm going to the racetrack pots now. The Hype Cavern. Oh yeah, the really good news too about Mystery with these racetrack pots is that whenever they're shuffled, I made it so that Goron race, the race itself, is junked. So if you get racetrack pots shuffled, the race is never required in Mystery. If you get the racetrack pots, anyway. So that's Overworld pots and Spider House equivalent stuff. And that's just because of the very possible edge case for, like, a really bad situation where you have single magic meter and, like, Chateau is just not accessible. So... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I bet it is. I haven't done Goron Race with the ice traps in a very long time. Okay. Pipe Cavern is here. No. Okay, I have to go back again. What? What's weird? Wow. Okay. Now I can do eggs, no problem. 4 bottles. I was hoping Keg would be here too. Actually, really good Pipe Cavern. What areas are foolish? Stone Tower Temple, Graveyard, Foolish Accept Song, and then, what was the last one? Pinnacle Rock. And Graveyard Song was Sonata. Well, with the Foolish Stone Tower Temple, I guess maybe not. It's pretty likely, though. I suppose STT could be foolish because it's not the expected dungeon I'm supposed to clear first. I should probably just go and do Castle. Yeah. Okay, but before I do that, I need to get up and stretch. So, let me go do that. So hold on a sec. I will be right back. Alright. I am back. Hello. Thank you, Shake. Appreciate it. Thank you. Good luck at work. I know you're already probably gone by now, but hope it goes well. Alright. Let's go and confirm this. Then... Man, that's pretty funny, though, that in this seed, even though progression was, like, telling you to go, west, pretty much. Whoops. That north was just it. Like, Goron was just chilling up in the north. In Lens Cave. Along with magic. Yeah, I was gonna check this first. I wasn't gonna go and do eggs, but I did want to mention that, like, it was a good idea doing what I did, like, in the end, with respect to pirates. The seed. Oh my gosh, thank you. How has the seed been? It's been pretty funny. Crates and barrels, overrolled pots, and token sanity. With songs on song locations. Oh, nice way that hit him. Okay, I got Elegy. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I think... I do have Giant's Mask. FD is on Butler. And it's Dungeon ER, and Woodfall Temple was Inverted Stone Tower Temple. So, yeah, I think I have to do eggs, I think? I don't know, like, what would you say, Fox? Is it still, like, should I just go and do Snowhead Temple? I have to do eggs? Okay. Okay. Well. At least it's not bad. I have 4 bottles that can be done in one trip. Both ways. Songs on song locations, just whenever you get Foolish Accept Song and Foolish Dungeon, it's always so confusing until, like, you confirm one of the other song items. Like, more often than not, I just end up doing eggs. Yeah, it was an unfortunate oops, Gossip's hookshot. Seed. Kind of like how this seed is sort of a oops, Goron in the north, except at least I didn't go and clear everything related to Zora with it. I went north before going Cape and Hall. There it is! Oh my god. Wow. Okay. GG. Time to go just finish eggs. Yep, don't do dungeons today. I mean, listen, that's just gonna happen in Mystery, though. When you roll a seed like this, where it's overworld pots, crates and barrels, and token sanity, like, you're not gonna do dungeons. You're just not. At this point, they're very likely to be vanilla. Because I didn't find any, and I did the Goron racetrack pots, and that would have been the moment right there where Remain would have popped up. I also did 2 spider houses entirely, so they would have popped up there definitely. At least one would have. At least one would have definitely popped up there. At least I can do this in one pass, you know? Sure, I had to come back here twice, but I mean, you had to anyway because of where Goron was? Like, unless you just decide to go north in this seed for some reason, like before you go west? I don't know who would do that when you have Ocean Spider House with 30 freaking checks in it. Like, no. I played the seed correctly. It just sucks that, it just sucks that the amount of bottles I had when I was here originally was not good enough to do it. And that the song at Graveyard was Sonata for ISTT, which was foolish. But this scene also had some really good hints. Like, I got a lot of really good sometimes hints from the Garos and from the Gossips. Like, saving a little bit of time not having to check guard room chest is really nice, I have to say. Like, that's actually a really nice sometimes hint. Oh yeah, this one was good. This one was fun. Absolutely. The fact I didn't discover overworld pots until after Observatory was really funny because I didn't see what dropped from the pot. It was literally a stick that dropped from it, and so because it blended in with the balloon explosion, I didn't see it, I think. So we didn't find out, until Ranch, when I went day 3 Ranch and I checked the potted plant by the crate that was shuffled. So yes, this one was, I generally I enjoy most mystery seeds. I think the only one that the only one I didn't really enjoy was like one of the asyncs, I think. I think it was async 2. I didn't play 3, but 3 is the async 3 was absolute trash. Oh my gosh, I have to go mode 4 dungeons. I just realized that. Will I race the butler for FD? If I was gifted 10 subs, I would do it. But I'm not doing it otherwise because I have everything else. So I have Gilded, I have Giants, I have the Elemental Arrows. I'm totally fine, I don't need FD. But if someone wanted to make me do it, for whatever reason, it'd be 10 subs for me to do it. Oh, I messed up. Cut the corner too early. Too soon. Two whole Goombaria. Okay, didn't cut it too soon there. It kind of sucks that I have to give up the chateau. Unless I just do STT on this cycle. Maybe I should just do STT on this cycle just because... I also don't really know the boss key situation either. Well, that's another thing. I don't know if it's vanilla BKs or if it's within dungeon. At this point, it has to be within dungeon or vanilla. Oh my goodness, Isradel! Alright, well, we're gonna do it. We're We're gonna do it. I said I would do it for 10 subs. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs, Isradel. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you hit a lot of people that we know. That's actually amazing. It's actually amazing. You hit most of the people that we know. Yes, you did do Enjoy Revin Comfy and Revin Panned and everything else. Oh, you don't? Well, enjoy the ad-free viewing experience. That, I don't know. Safari and desktop mode, gotcha. Yeah, exactly. You're logged in, Jackal. I see you. Yep, it was Oath on eggs. We do, but I have, wait, is it? Yeah, it's already raised. We do, but I have Keg, so that's most likely New Wave. Because we know Stone Tower Temple is foolish. That I don't know. Well, yeah. Seriously? Also, I need my hook shot. Yes, this is go mode right now. Yep. Yep, I didn't think that was gonna work. I like how I got this, like, first try the other day. Oh, rip. I didn't turn. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Fox. It's probably BK within dungeon. Because I didn't investigate this earlier. Wonder if I should shield turn, actually. Hello, Revolver Turtle. I am in go mode, but thank you for the good luck. Good luck on the go mode, I guess. Because Lord knows I am rolling my eyes so far to the back of my head right now at this long jump today. I'm so mad at this long jump right now. Just... why? Oh, nope. Yep. I was too close. Oh, so am I, Fox. So am I. I don't know how many bombs I've used. It's like 8 bombs now on this stupid trick. I cannot believe this. Alright, you know what? Forget it. Today, I'm just doing the jump slash. Screw it. Just gonna do the jump slash down. Forget it. Also, I just want to make sure I didn't mess up the settings file here. Okay, yeah. Alright, there were just suspiciously a lot of red rupees. But that's just the general item pool shenanigans with the grottos. Because this game has a lot of red rupees and grottos, and I guess when you shuffle a lot of the pots and stuff, it just increases the amount of them just because of what you've added. That's the jump slash. Oh yeah, I have to snipe him still. Yeah, either method, Medley, lets you skip the terrible puzzles. That one's probably easier for anyone to really do. But basically, you either snipe the Igor like I just did there and hookshot over to here. Except, I'm kind of... I think I want to do it from this side. I think it was a big boy anyway, I could just hook it from here. Yeah. Either do that... Oh, okay, we do have small key shuffle within dungeon. I need to know what the boss key is here. Situation is. Okay, boss keysy, let's go. Giant's Mask, because we have Gilded. See, isn't that funny, though? Like, again, you know? Like, it could have been boss keys within dungeon, and then that would have added, like, an extra, like what? Like, 10 minutes? Or something like that, arbitrarily? Frog Choir GBT small key as a Plando. Yeah, you could do that. Nice jump slash. dang it. Oh, he's going way out there with the void plane. No, MMR does not have Triforce hunts yet. The closest thing to it is doing a fairy hunt thing, but those, you can't tweak how many fairies you need, really. So you always end up having to check like 95% of the game, like whichever, like depending on like your item pool size, it's still gonna make you do like 90% of the seed to get the fairies or the remains. Zoe has gone on record saying she wants to have Triforce Hunt, but I have no idea if that's something that she's actually working on in the pipeline or not. Oh my god. Please, Twin Mold. Yeah, I tried doing various tests prior to when I sat down to make mystery setting stuff. And, it was always going way over what my estimates were, what I wanted pacing-wise. Like, I did it to where I started with, like, 1 remain, and then so I'd only have to get, like, 45 fairies. Oh! Okay. It's kind of what I thought. Okay. That's what I thought. That's super weird. So I don't have to reset my cycle then. Okay. Sure. Fox is gonna want the spoiler log for this then, I think. I don't think the it did not go over 3 minutes. Let me see. No, it was a 205 gen. Yes, this is a seedbot generated seed. All right, well, I'm doing Butler. I'm doing the Butler race. Oh, that's so funny. Doing the thing I wasn't going to do. Yes, it was STT foolish. I'm not kidding you. Here, I'll get the spoiler, Fox. You can look at it. It's in the Seedbot Seeds channel. What's funny is that Giant's Mask chest gave me the bunny hood, so I don't even have to use Goron. I can be lazy and just use the bunny hood. Because Goron is technically more annoying because of the instances you have to take the mask off. But I can just be lazy about it and just use bunny hood. Oh, we can also check the lone pot in here that gets shuffled when it's overworld pots. I can't wait for this pot to get somebody in the mystery tournament. There is a lone pot in overworld pots in here. This is like 10 times worse than the reds in Butler Race that we saw in the co-op tournament. This is like 10 times worse than that. That's what it is. It's that one right there. It's that pot right there. That's all that gets shuffled from Butler Race in overworld pots. Well, it's overworld pots, so it has to be shuffled. Yeah, like, when I saw it when I was making these originally, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. That has to be shuffled with overworld pots. And there he is. We did it. Alright. The butler has been raced. The princess was saved. Go beat the game. Yo! Tyler, thank you for giving another sub to Revolver Turtle. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Revolver Turtle! Thank you for gifting a sub as well! I appreciate it. What happened, Fox? That O does not fill me with confidence. Due to STT key logic. Oh! Oh, right! Because you need all 4 keys. Oh, this... I was afraid this was gonna be this dungeon. Well, alright. At least 2 keys? Oh, okay. I thought it was 4. I knew you needed some number of keys. Yeah, this should be fine. I think. If it... You know what? Actually, no. Let's let it go right here. Oh my gosh. It's been a while since I've had to go mode 4 dungeons, honestly, so that's why I'm not sure about my Song of Double Time spacing. You're also still confused. Okay. I'm gonna chalk it up to small keys within dungeon logic. Oops. And dungeon ER. Because we don't, like, again, we don't often play with those settings together. Play song sanity, folks. Yep. You know what's funny? Mystery Tournament's just gonna show, like, the very bad and ugly of songs on song locations. That's what's gonna happen. That like... You're gonna be doubting the hints that you're given in Mystery with songs on song locations. You're just gonna doubt it. It puts so much doubt. Like, you can't trust the foolish hint for a dungeon, right? That's basically what it does. Unless you have very tame settings going on with the songs on song locations. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. And listen, the only reason I did STT first is just because I had Giant's Mask with Chateau. I would have probably actually just reset to do Keg, to do Ranch Song, presuming that was New Wave. Otherwise... Does it force players into ugly routes frequently? It's very difficult to wrap your head around the song logic, is what I'll say. Due to the introduction of dungeons being able to be foolish. Due to multi-location changes and blue warp changes, which is basically the multi-location. Because before 1.15, you couldn't have a foolish dungeon. Yeah, STT key logic, yeah. Mm-hmm. Hello, company man. Yeah, you did. This one was a funny one. Just run it back, yeah. Whoop. Right, like if this seed was small keysy, then it would have been that way. But because it was not, and it was actually small keys within dungeon, it made some really dumb song logic. Yeah, okay, so basically, Company Man, what you missed this seed is that I had a kind of graveyard foolish accept song, and that was Sonata, and we had Dungeon Entrance Rando on, and so at Woodfall Temple was Inverted Stone Tower Temple, and I had a hint for Stone Tower Temple being foolish, okay? And because of how multi-location stuff works for songs in this randomizer inside dungeons, that, for all intents and purposes, should mean that it's either healing or stores inside the dungeon, right? Like, no matter which dungeon I beat, it should be one of those two. Assuming that it's not my first dungeon I can clear, right? Or whatever. Like, assuming it's not about that. But, what ended up happening this seed is, it turns out that I did have access to it basically at the same time as Snowhead Temple, or, well, Great Bay Temple here. And I basically got logic reduction because of Stone Tower Temple key logic for the song. So Stone Tower Temple, the song at every dungeon was New Wave. And I need that dungeon. I need that song, right? And so, because of that, the keg was not needed. I found the keg inside sewers while getting my eggs, and we thought that New Wave was gonna be on Ranch Song, but it was actually on the Boss Blue Orb. Logic reduction land should be an image meme. It should be. Oh God, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He is here. Yep, so now I gotta go to Cape, and then, imagine never going to Zora Cape in a seed where you get Zora out of Swamp Spider House. Couldn't be me. That's the Spirit Company, man. When you get there, it's just gonna be fun. When you're just banging out seeds, like, one at a time. Like, boom, boom, boom. It gets very fun to do in your free time. Yep. Yep. That's, like, when you know you have Anju, like, you missed Anju, right? You honestly should probably, like, reset right away and then use Grandma to get back to her. Because it can be very punishing when you miss her sometimes. I need to find small keys in here, by the way. Or just one, rather. Yeah. But then something distracted you, right? Jeez, dude, where are my small keys? It takes a bit to learn that one, you'll get it. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Oh, there was the elevator room with the crates. Ah, well. I totally just walked out of there and forgot about that being a thing in this scene. Alright, it's the crates. It's fine. I can't believe I just totally forgot about that setting while I was in go mode, because that does matter! Yeah, there's like 2 checks in the swamp you can do without anything else. Yeah. That's so funny. The way you said that. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Like, I thought when I got Elegy that I was like, wait, Is Woodfall Temple supposed to be the dungeon I'm supposed to do first because it's at ISTT? Like, is that what the rando is telling me? Right? Like, in that moment when I got Elegy, I was like, I wonder if Woodfall Temple's at ISTT, and that's how and why, how Stone Tower Temple is foolish. I wasn't considering small key logic, but, because I didn't know. I was just going off of first dungeon clearable logic for that foolish. Ah, I missed. Rip. There we go. Yeah, if you're stuck, you're most likely missing a check, yeah. Most likely. If you ever get stuck, because every seed is pretty much beatable. There has only been one seed that had, like, a very extreme niche case where it was logically not beatable, but that should not pop up in Blitz anyway. Yeah, Revolver Turtle. It was just some bad, very specific Bean logic, yup. Bean of the Hero logic that shouldn't come up in Blitz, really. I mean, it could happen, but it would be very unlikely, I think. With the way the checks are laid out in that item pool. Whoops. Like, those two same checks are on, but, like, it's very unlikely the, Rando would roll that again. Way of the Hero, it refers to items that are required for you to complete the seed. So, Hookshot, Zora Mask, an item locking one of those items, major items, ice arrows, so on and so forth. It's a way to tell the player that there's an item they need somewhere without telling them what the item is. And giving the player the chance to figure out what that means for the seed, logically. And Foolish Choice, if you don't know what that means, is the opposite. Items that aren't required to complete the seed, or basically the area is just, has nothing for you there. I think even with this climb, I'm gonna have to wait at the tower. I think I would have had to make it final night when I got that small key in Snowhead Temple. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, it'll say West Clocktown Way of the Hero. If it has that. Like if that's one of your, if that's one of the hints it rolls. You get 5 Way of the Heroes, company man. So actually no, why do I even bother? Just do this. You get 6 sometimes in Blitz. But yes, 5 Waff, 3 Foolish, 6 sometimes. Castlevania 64 rando, my god. I want Star Fox Adventures randomizer, that's what I want. What does a sometimes hint mean? Basically it means that it's a hint that you're going to get, not gonna get in every seed. So, like apparently Grog has a purple rupee, that's the lemons hint. And you're not gonna always get that every seed, because instead you'll get a different hint, like Town Archery #1 is a heart piece, for example. And there's sometimes hints in Blitz because it's a pool of hints that are always given to you, but it's not the same ones every seed. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait 2 in-game hours. I would have had to have made it final night, like, after I got that small key in Snowhead Temple. That's alright. It's better to be 2 hours in-game time than to be 6 hours in-game time waiting. You think you were the only one to play that game? No, no, there's a ton of people that love Okami. No, everybody gets the same sometimes hint in that seed. You get the same sometimes hints in the same seed. It's across seeds where you'll have different hints than the previous seed. Yeah, so 1 seed you might get Town Archery #1 is a piece of heart. But then the next seed, you might get, like, Honey and Darling Any Day is Blast Mask or something. Right? And then you don't get a Town Archery hint. Yakuza 3 rando. It's so funny. There is a modding community for the Yakuza games, but I don't think any of them have any interest in, like, randomizing the games, even though they would probably be fairly interesting to randomize in some way. But I also don't know how sophisticated their modding tools really are. I know they have a lot of stuff they are able to change and modify. Yes, Revolve Turtle. It is a thing in, Ocarina of Time Rando. You can turn on where when you bonk a wall, you instantly die. Ah, no! The remain troll. Yeah, Mizu, because I said if someone gifted 10 subs, I'd go do it. And, Isradel gifted 10 subs. So we saved the princess, and I raced the butler, and I got FD. And GG. Yeah, especially have Nehru's love to survive bonking if you have crates and pots on. Yeah, and also fairies, bottled fairies. Thank you all for the GGs. This scene was pretty funny. Could also make a Twitter account called MMR Hits with Threatening Auras. That sounds pretty amazing, Fox. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. What a scene today that was. That was really funny. I was not expecting a scene that was gonna have overworld pots with crates and barrels, with all that stuff. I was not expecting it at all. You know what? I'm gonna send you guys over to Dudos. He is streaming DK64 Rando with full item randomizer. Oh my goodness. And I want you all to rate him with Happy Donkin. Okay? And you can throw in your favorite Revan emote with that, whatever that might be. Doesn't matter. You can just do your favorite ones. Okay? I'll try to be live tomorrow, probably. At least that's the plan. I always try to be live around 1 p.m. Eastern during the week, if I can. So, yeah. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow. Alright? Bye-bye!